Hi everyone, welcome to the third part of this video series. My name's Kirsten and I am a physiotherapist and I run the movement therapy class with the BC Cerebral Palsy Association. I am here today to teach a class in standing. So if you've seen the previous videos from this video series, we have done a cardio-based class to really get our bodies moving and ready for exercise. The second video in this series was a seated strengthening class, and this video will be a strengthening class in standing. So some different options for you depending on how you feel today. All you would need for this class is, if you have any equipment, bring it along. We'll see if we can incorporate it into the class today. I have grabbed a TheraBand and some free weights that I'll show you how to use today. But if you're like, I don't have any equipment, but I would still like to participate, I'll show you options for that as well. The only other thing that I've grabbed is I've also placed a chair that's right here on the side in case we need it for stability. So in case we need to hold on to something if we're losing our balance or something like that, having something to hold on to would be great. So that could be a chair or maybe even like a table or a countertop or something. Amazing. Okay, the goal is to keep this class at 20 minutes. So I'm going to move through things fairly quickly. If you're like, that felt really good in my body and I want to do another set, please feel free to pause the video and do another set of maybe 10 or 15 and then restart it and join us for our next exercise. Same thing as if you need a break. So if you're like, oh my gosh, Kirsten is flying through these exercises and I need to sit down and have a break and have some water, go ahead and do that as well, okay? Feel free to pause and then join back in when you're ready to join in. Okay, enough talking, let's get to it. So we're gonna start with our arms today, and we're gonna start with our pull downs, okay? So let me step back a little bit more. So if we don't have equipment, we're reaching up to the ceiling, we're pulling down, bringing our elbows down, pulling those elbows down. You got it. Nice work. I said this in the last videos, but I always like to use imagery when I don't have equipment. So I always like to think about moving through like something really sticky, like honey or peanut butter, and that really helps us build resistance in our own bodies. Beautiful. If we want to use some equipment with this today, we can use a TheraBand. So we can reach the TheraBand up, pull it down so that our elbows are coming to our side. The TheraBand is coming right in front of our face and coming down. That's a great option. With our TheraBands, the farther apart our hands are, the easier it's going to be to pull that band. So it's a great option if we need to make something feel easier in our bodies. If we want to make it more challenging, all we have to do is bring our hands closer together and makes it harder to pull that band apart. Nice work. Okay, if we want to do our free weights today, I've got, these are both 5 pounds, but they could be however heavy or light that you like. Same thing, we're going to start at our elbows, reaching up and then coming down, up and coming down. Good. Great options for free weights for things that you probably have around your house are things like cans of soup or water bottles, anything that's a little bit heavy to get our muscles working here. Okay, we've got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, my arms are on fire. 1, good work, you guys. Okay, we're gonna move into something that we actually haven't done in class before, but we're gonna do a wall push-up, okay? So you wanna have a wall that has no shelves or pictures or something on it that we can place our hands on. So we're gonna turn and face the wall. We're gonna reach our hands out so that they're straight in front of our shoulders and our palms are flat on the wall. We're going to aim to get our chest to the wall. So the thing that I see in clinic a lot when people are doing this one is like they try to stick their neck really forward. We really want to think chest to the wall. So we're bending our elbows out to the side, keeping our back nice and straight, bringing our chest to the wall, just like that. Beautiful. Now, the way to make this harder, if we want to, is we want to scoot our feet back further. That's going to make it more challenging for ourselves. More body weight is going through our arms that way. Same thing, if we want to make it easier, we just take a step forward and we start here. Beautiful. Okay, let's do 10 here. I'm going to scoot my legs back just a little. There we go. Okay, we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, good work, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Oh, that really works your pec muscles in the front of your chest there. Beautiful work, you guys. Okay, let's move on to some external rotation. So really opening up through our chest as well. If we don't have, sorry, I'm going to grab equipment. I should start with no equipment. If we don't have equipment, our hands are coming together at about the level of our belly button. We are squeezing our elbows back. So really thinking of squeezing those shoulder blades on our back. Okay? Same thing. If we have equipment that we want to use, bands work really great for this one. We're just going to hold the band, tuck our elbows into our side, pull that band apart. Beautiful. Very nice. And it looks very similar if we have our weights as well, coming together at our belly button and opening out to the side. Very nice, you guys. Okay, let's count down here. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, good work, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. You can see I'm keeping my feet together because it's making my base of support narrower, which is challenging my balance with these exercises too. So if you're feeling a little bit unsteady, a really good option is to spread our feet wider apart to make our base of support wider and giving us more stability standing. Okay, let's move on to our biceps. So our biceps work to bend our elbow up. So if we don't have equipment, we're going to start with our arms straight to our side, bring our hands up to our shoulders and lower down. Okay, beautiful. Okay, if we've got our band, I have a loop in my band. Let me just untie this. We're going to place our band underneath our feet, holding either end. There we go. Okay, so we're stepping in the middle of the band, hands by our side. We're lifting up to our shoulders and then coming back down. Really nice. Keep your core really tight here. You'll feel your core and your arms working. Beautiful. Okay, and then again, if we want to use our weights instead, we put a weight in each hand, it comes up and goes down. Good work. Nice work. Okay, let's count down here. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job, you guys. Okay, if we want to do our triceps next, our triceps are the muscles on the back side of our upper arm, and they work to extend our elbow, so getting our elbow nice and straight. So really important when we think about pushing up from a chair or even transferring from one surface to the other, triceps are super important, other than just like carrying groceries and that sort of thing. So if we don't have equipment, but we've got a nice sturdy chair, my favorite way to do this one is to actually sit down in your chair. You're going to scoot your hips really close to the edge, keeping your hands on the seat of the chair. Okay? Once your elbows are nice and locked in, we're going to lift our hips off the chair. We're just going to lower down, bending our elbows, and then come back up. So you want to make sure your chair is not going to slide like mine just did, keeping it nice and safe while you're here. Good work. Okay, this is a really good option. We can start with a little micro bend and work into a bigger bend as we get stronger as well. Beautiful job. Okay, if we want to use our weights with this one, we're going to do our bent over tricep extension. So we're going to hold onto the edge of our chair. We're keeping our knees slightly bent. We're starting with our elbow bent and our shoulder up by our shoulder. And we're going to extend back and then go and extend. Good. So we have to do one at a time. So get started with one side. Good. Okay, I'm going to show you what this looks like with the TheraBand. So with the TheraBand, we're going to keep one on the chair, same thing, holding onto the other end, and then pull it back. And pull it back. Beautiful. Okay, counting down. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, keep going, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Okay, we're switching to the other side. So pick whichever option you like. I'm going to do the weight for this side. Let me move the chair this way and then you can see me. So I'm bent over. I've got my hand on the chair and my knees are nice and bent, starting with our bent elbow, kicking that arm back. Good work. Nice job. Tuning into our breath here. Nice work, you guys. Okay, let's count down. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Okay, let's get our legs working a little bit more. We're going to start with either our sit to stands or our squats. So if we're doing our sit to stands, we're going from our chair. We're placing our feet about hip distance apart. We're trying our best not to push up with our hands, just use the power of our legs. We're going to push and stand all the way up, and then we're going to slowly lower down, okay? That's really the key. We don't want to just flop back into our chair. We want to really stand up and then slowly sit down, okay? So there's our sit to stands, a really good, just general leg strengthening one. If we want to make it more challenging for our balance, you guessed it, we're going to bring our legs close together and work from a really narrow base of support as we stand, okay? Okay, our other option is our squats. So our squats are going to be holding onto the chair. We're going to sit back a little bit. Again, my feet are about hip distance apart. We're going to bend down, like we're going to sit into that chair, and then we're going to stand back up. So using the chair if we need it for stability, but trying not to really hold on to it. Trying to use our legs to keep us steady here. Beautiful. Now, when I'm in the clinic, the thing that I see the most with squats is that instead of keeping your weight back, which is what I would like you to do, people come too far forward into our squat. So I see this. So really think about sticking your hips back like you're really going to sit down into a chair and then stand back up. Okay, wherever you are, we've got 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Okay, let's do some hamstrings, okay? So hamstrings, we're going to do a really traditional hamstring curl. So holding on to something steady if we need it, or balancing and placing all of our weight on one side. Then we're going to bring our foot up to our hip and then lower back down. Foot up to our hip and lower back down. Beautiful. Okay. The way that we add resistance for our hamstring curl is used with the TheraBand. So I'm going to tie one end around my ankle. And then you could definitely tie this end to the leg of the chair, but for simplicity today, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stand on it. That works just the same. Okay, so I'm going to stand on it with this leg, start with my legs together, and then I'm coming up, pulling against that band. Good work. You got it. If we also want to practice some balance here, we could just touch our fingertips to the surface. Or maybe we hover one hand off, maybe both hands off. Get some balance in there as well. Okay, we've got 10 more. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, you guys. Okay, we have to do the other side. I never like to be uneven. That comes from my dance days, my ballet days. Always equal on both sides. Okay, so now I'm balancing on the other leg. I'm lifting my front leg up towards my hip and then lowering it down. Very nice. Even just this, I can really feel that contraction in my hamstring at the back side of my leg there. But if we want to progress it and make it a little bit more tricky, we just take our TheraBand, we loop it and tie it to our ankle, and then I'm just going to step on this band so it stays nice and still there. Okay, then we start again. Good. Now, in terms of balance, I often find that I balance much easier on my right leg because it is my stronger side. Everyone will have a side that's slightly stronger. So it's just something to be aware of. Maybe we try a little bit more to work on our balance on our left side, focus on that so we're more symmetrical side to side. Or we know that we feel a little bit more unsteady on this side, so maybe we hold on a little tighter. Just make sure you stay nice and safe. Okay, 10 more seconds here. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work, you guys. Okay, our last one is our calf raises, and we actually don't need any equipment for this one other than our chair. I'm going to spin it back this side. Okay, so holding on to something nice and secure, keeping our tummies really tight. We're lifting up onto our tiptoes and then coming all the way back down. Up onto our tiptoes and down. Good, so you should really feel that backside of your lower leg working while we do this one. Whew. Can also be a great one because as we go up on our toes, we're really narrowing that base of support. So a great one for balance as well. So maybe I'm going to try to hover a hand and practice this one. Maybe I'm going to hover both hands. There we go. Very nice. Okay, our last 10 seconds. Here we go. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Nice job, everybody. That was your 20 minutes of strengthening while standing. Now, in our videos today, we didn't do any stretching, so I would really encourage you to spend, 5 minutes or so just giving yourself a little stretch, especially now that your body is warmed up. Really helpful in getting some more range of motion in our bodies, as well as for injury prevention, just making sure we're nice and stretched out as well. All right, thank you so much for joining me with this video series. Again, I know this class was really quick, so definitely feel free to pause it, do another set if you like to, or do longer sets or reps. Totally okay, whatever feels best in your body. If you haven't attended a movement therapy class with me before, I would love to see you there. They are currently running on Mondays from 3 till 4 p.m. and they are held online, so you can do it from the comfort of your home, and we can talk about more exercises and that sort of stuff. If you are interested in attending, I would encourage you to reach out to your program coordinator so that you can get all of the details for the class in there. Amazing. Okay, have a lovely rest of your week. It was so great to work out with you, and I hope to see you guys all soon. Okay, take care. Bye.